Hello there, Gemini, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary Sue, and today I'm doing your August 2021 love reading. So we're going to take a look at the overall energies in your romantic love life, and then we're going to be looking at the connection between you and someone that you're thinking about. So this could be a new love that you're hoping to come into your life. It could be somebody you're separated from, or perhaps you're in a connection with now. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with this message, I would really appreciate it if you would consider like, sharing, or subscribing. Okay, let's get into your overall energy in your romantic love life and within this connection that you're either in, separated from, or is on the horizon. So let's see what we have here. Right off, we have milk and honey. This is like the Ten of Cups, right? This is like everything you've ever dreamed of coming true in your romantic love life. Once again, it could be a new love on the horizon because I'm really drawn to the rainbow, which is always in the Ten of Cups, but it's for some reason is calling out horizon to me. So it could be a new love on the horizon, or if you're in a connection or separated from someone, it's like this milk and honey is on the horizon for your connection. Lovely. Really lovely energy there. Okay, and we have two others that dropped. Message in a bottle, which means if you're separated from this person, you're going to possibly be getting a message very soon, or you could be getting a message from someone new, or it could even be the person that you're in a connection with, putting it out there just how much they love you and how much they enjoy being in a connection with you. And then we have Treasure Island. Gemini, this is so lovely. Just right off the bat, unfinished symphony. Okay, Gemini, I hate to say it, but it could possibly be somebody from the past or someone that you're in separation from, because the unfinished symphony really talks to me. Oh, and then behind that is no place like home. It's like the sense that someone is coming home or wants to come home to you, if that makes sense. And with the unfinished symphony, it doesn't necessarily mean that this is going to be a new love. I feel like for a lot of you, this is someone from the past returning, or perhaps someone that you're already in connection with, especially if there's some conflict in your connection, or you're hoping to take your connection to the next level. Okay, so we're going to take a look at your energy and then the energy of the person that you're thinking about or you may be in a connection with. Okay, so your energy is memories, and it says nostalgia, repetition, attachment, reliving the past, and let it go. And this is, sometimes in order to bring in this love, whether it's a new love or returning love, we have to let go of some things. And sometimes it's just, letting go of the hurt, the pain, especially around one event or situation, and kind of, forgiving. I'm getting a sense of needing to perhaps forgive the person in this connection with something, or forgive something that happened a long time ago in a different connection. Sometimes we're carrying on, those wounds from a previous connection. Okay, so let's see what else we have with this memories. Okay, two flips, so I'm going to take them. One is romance and one is blessings. Gemini, this is like, looking at the past and maybe even reminiscing about the good things within this connection. And I love that with this memories. It's like looking back to the past, letting go of those memories that, just bring up the pain and everything, and kind of like reminiscing on the good things about this person or about this connection. And with blessings, it says your guides are always with you. Like you're being guided. I feel like this whole situation is a little bit with divinely guided. And one reason is because, there's like a pelican on top of this bottle. Birds always represent spirits to me. And so I feel like, it's kind of like the spirit world, whether it's your angels or deceased, loved ones, whatever, is helping to bring this message to you. Wow, I've never gotten that message with that card before. That's really an interesting way to look at that. Okay, so now let's take a look at the energy of the other person in this connection. And since this is a general reading, you may swap the energies if you feel like you want to. Beliefs, similar or clashing belief systems can bring you together or keep you apart. So perhaps the reason that you are separated from this person, or you're not able to take your connection to the next level, is because there's a difference in belief systems. And I really feel like, Gemini, you are so mutable. You're probably more flexible in whatever this conflict is than the person that you're dealing with. And I'm not saying that you're not taking a strong stance, especially if it's a core belief. But I kind of also get a sense that there's a sense of swords energy here. So that could be, a fellow Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But it's somebody having a strong belief in something, and that belief is a blockage for your relationship. Okay, let's see what else they have. Ego. Yeah, definitely get that. Like they're all stuck up in their head about this situation, whatever it is. Like it's almost kind of like they're being extremely stubborn about something, whatever that is. And it could, be a religious belief, because, this is like the inside of a church or a cathedral. It could be something about a religious belief, but I also feel like it's just like they're just stuck on something. And they are blocked. Like, I feel like you are really open. I mean, look at this. This is lovely, lovely energy. Like, you are really open for love, even perhaps open for this connection to reunite. And they just have this blockage, and it's all because they're up in their head. Now, on the bottom is travel. So this person could be at a distance from you. Once again, I feel like there is a separation. It could be a physical separation, but it also could be that they live, in another part of the country or the world from you. And so that could be part of, the reason why you are separated. Okay, so let's go to the tarot. Let's get some more details here. And so first what we're going to do is take a look at your, how you feel about this connection. What is it that you emotionally feel about this connection? We know what your energy is, but how do you feel about this connection? Knight of Swords and Four of Pentacles. With the Chariot on the bottom, it's like you are ready to move forward very quickly. But with the Four of Pentacles, there is fear here. The Four of Pentacles always means, kind of like holding on to something. And I think that that's kind of interesting, because when the memories came out, the thing that really kind of stood out to me was let it go. It's about... you're ready to move on, but it's kind of like you want to make sure the other person knows what you're upset about. That makes sense, Gemini. And I don't mean that in a critical way. It's just like, hey, if we get back together again, I just want you to know, like, I really am upset about this thing that happened. It's like you want to express something that you are concerned about within this relationship, or something that was painful, and it's kind of holding you back. And Geminis, you love to communicate, right? But it's like your fear of letting out this truth is also holding you back. I feel like you don't want to talk to them. I think you're waiting for them to talk to you. But when they do, you're willing to move forward with this conversation. Really interesting. And I love this Knight of Swords, because, she's on a feather. And to me, feathers are spirit guides too. I feel like you really are being guided by, spirit in some way. Between the pelican and this feather, I feel like it's almost like they want you to take action. We're going to check on that. I feel like you're holding on. You're waiting. You're waiting. You're like, no, they got to come to me. But for some reason, I feel like you're being asked to maybe make the next step. Well, look, we're going to look at the advice. Okay, how do they feel about this connection? Wow. Okay, Two of Wands. They're trying to strategize how to come back to you. And here they have the Queen of Swords. They're getting the clarity that they need about this situation, but they're also seeing you clearly. And with the Seven of Pentacles, they're ready to put some time and effort into this connection. It's a really nice energy, especially when we have this ego and beliefs. To me, this is kind of like being in a negative kind of vibration. And now I think that they're coming into the realization of what you mean to them, Gemini. And I kind of feel like with this Two of Swords too, they're kind of going back and forth. Like, I want to be with Gemini. Oh, but wait a minute. I'm too afraid, my ego is, preventing me from doing that. But with the Two of Wands, this is to me a strategizing card. They're strategizing, and we have the Magician underneath that. They're trying to manifest you back into their life. And with the Three of Cups, they want to celebrate with you. Ace of Wands, they're trying to, with the Ace of Wands, I feel like they're trying to get, the perfect way to come in and present an offer to you or something like that. And Three of Pentacles, they want this to work out. Wow, Ace of Pentacles, they want a new solid start with you. My goodness, Gemini, the bottom of that deck is just beautiful. Beautiful energy. And I do think, for some of you, the person that you're dealing with could be, showing off their ego to others or, on social media, something like that. Like they're trying to show that they don't really miss Gemini or they don't need their Gemini in their life. They may even be dating other people just because they want to show that they don't need you. But here's the truth. Like the truth is they want to put time and effort into this connection. Really nice. Okay, so now we're going to look at what is it you would like to have happen next in this connection. Okay, Gemini, what is it you want to have happen in this connection? Knight of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Knight of Wands, and Seven of Cups. Okay, you're trying to clear out the chaos, the confusion. I think you're really confused. Why hasn't this, your counterpart, why haven't they come back? It's taking a long time. And the longer they wait, the more you're trying to strategize about, well, what is it I really want? Like, you're really thinking about it. But here it is, the Knight of Wands. You have a lot of passion for this person. You want them to come back. You really do. You want them to figure it out. I think with the Two of Wands is like, I want them to figure it out, to make a decision and come back. The Knight of Pentacles is really slow. I think you were okay with this moving, this separation. You needed time by yourself to heal your heart, to figure yourself out, maybe to ascend, raise your vibration. But, build your independence, whatever it was. Like you were fine with this taking a while. But now you got into this sense of, hey, okay, I'm ready for the decision. I'm ready for us to either move on or I'm out of here. I've got to, it's kind of like you do want to move forward quickly because you have the Knight of Swords and you have the Chariot underneath. You're ready for some action. And if it's not going to happen in this connection, it's like, okay, I'm ready for something because we have the Knight of Wands here. This is the passion card. This is a very fast moving action. It's like, okay, come on in and sweep me off my feet. Okay, underneath you have the Seven of Cups. You're kind of confused about this connection and where it's going to go or if it's ever going to reunite. You're trying to figure it out. But meanwhile, I love this. You are working on yourself. You're nurturing yourself. You're building, your life. You're building a life without this person. Like, you're like, okay, I'm ready to move on if you're not going to come in with the love. right? And it's kind of this sense of, you've probably spent some time with this Knight of Pentacles. You may have spent some time working on your home, getting your career and finances in order. Like, you have physically been looking like you want to move on, but I feel like emotionally there's something that is calling you back to this connection. Really interesting. Like, I feel like, some of you may have, you know, uh, redone your house, changed your clothing and hairstyle completely. Like, you were like, hey, oh, I got rid of the Empress. But the Empress, it was kind of like, hey, I redid myself, and not for this person, but for you. It was like, I've got to go figure out who Gemini is. I got to go figure out who I am and build my life around that. And it's kind of like, I feel like you're ready for love. You're definitely ready for love. And you want romance, because look it, we have romance. Like, this person may not have been very romantic in the past. And you're kind of like, yeah, I'm ready for romance. Like, they better step it up this time. Really nice. In the past, they could have been all about money, finances, career, responsibility, that type of thing. But you're kind of like, you know what? This time around, in my next love connection, whether it's with this person or with somebody new, I also want a little romance. I want a little passion. I don't blame you, Gemini. Okay, now let's take a look at what they want in this relationship. Oh, interesting. 10 of Cups. Okay, remember we had milk and honey at the very beginning? This is the 10 of Cups card. This is everything that you have wished for or hoped for coming true. And the 10 of Cups is the happy family. They really do want a long-lasting love with you, and they're getting extremely inspired with the King of Wands. It's funny, like, before they may have been a little bit of a Knight of Wands, but they're coming in now as a King of Wands. Like, not only are they going to come in passionately, but it's also going to be a sense of, Gemini, I want you. I don't want anybody else. And in the past, they may have left you feeling like they were looking at other options, even when they were with you. And the King of Wands is kind of like, no, it's laser focused. This is what I want. I want Gemini, and I'm going after it. And once again, the 3 of Cups, they really want to celebrate with you. Okay, now the cards that are on the table are the 5 of Wands. So this is conflict, right? The Magician and the 3 of Wands. And to me, they know that your relationship was in conflict before. There needed to be some change. Fives are about change. And they knew that there had to be a change either in their perception of this relationship, their beliefs about love, relationships, romance, whatever, right? But something had to change. They got to the point where the conflict was so great in their head that they decided, I have to do something. If I want to be with Gemini, I have to change something. And with the Magician, they're really trying to manifest being with you, of bringing this back together so that they can celebrate with you and have the 10 of Cups. It's a lovely, lovely energy. And then with the 3 of Wands, to me, it's kind of like, this is like waiting for your ships to come in. I think they're waiting. They're waiting on this message. I think you both are waiting on this message. It's like, who's going to send the message first? And it's kind of interesting because look in the back. There's a rainbow, and that's the same thing that we have with this milk and honey, and in traditional tarot, it also is with the 10 of Cups. There's the rainbow with the 10 cups above it, right? So all 3 of these have the rainbow, and to me, it's kind of like, the promise of good times after the flood of tears that occurred in this relationship. It's, going back to that biblical meaning of a rainbow. And they're wanting a fresh start. They're waiting to get to this rainbow with you, Gemini. That's what they're trying to manifest. Wow, beautiful energy. Nice. Okay, now let's go ahead and see what your advice is from Spirit. And I think this will be kind of interesting as far as like, what is your next step? I kind of feel like somebody has to make a move here. Because we have a message in a bottle, and I get the sense that both of you, it's almost like a stalemate. You both are waiting for a message from the other. So let's see what we have here. So your advice is Five of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, Four of Cups on the bottom. Yeah, I think you have the waiting energy. I think this Five of Pentacles is, I think it's kind of perhaps the energy of both of you feeling kind of abandoned by the other. And with this Page of Pentacles and the Hanged Man, especially with the Hanged Man, I think the advice here is for you to wait for the Page of Pentacles. Because they are still perhaps in this feeling abandoned issue or feeling or emotional state. And they may not, they are possibly not at the same vibration as you yet. Like they still have to do some ascending. And your job here is just to wait, until they're ready to offer. The Page of Pentacles is them coming in with a true offer of, can we get back together? Here's how I think it can work, especially if you separated over some type of belief system. And we have the Four of Cups. This is kind of a waiting energy, waiting for that cup of love to come on in. But in the meantime, you are working on yourself. You're nurturing yourself. And you're not doing it to kind of prove something to this person. You're doing it because you're like, I am going to be independent. I'm going to love myself. I'm going to do those things that will help me build the type of life I want for myself, whether I have this other person in my life or not. And then look at what we have. We have the Four of Wands. This is, I really feel like loving yourself helps to bring you into this celebratory energy. And because it's on the bottom of the deck, I think you're already there. It's subconsciously, you have been loving yourself and trying to build this solid life for yourself. Now look at this. We have the Tower. This is suddenly realizing that you're not just the Queen of Cups, but that you are also the Empress. And I feel like at the same time, I'm getting the sense that when you truly realize that you are the Empress, that you have all of this love, you've been giving yourself all of this love, nurturing yourself, building your life for yourself, and just kind of like sit back and think, wow, I really did this all by myself. And I didn't need this other person in my life. I feel like when you first separated from this person, you may have felt like, I don't know if I can do it by myself. But as soon as you realize the beautiful life that you have built for yourself, by yourself, guess what comes in? The Ace of Cups comes racing in. Okay, they come back with their Ace of Cups. It's almost like this is, I don't want to say a test. It's part of your path, is realizing just how special you are, Gemini, and you are, and you know that. I think you know that, but you're not like stepping into that power yet. It's like you are showing yourself as the Queen of Cups, but you're really even the Empress. Like you're even more spectacular than you almost want to believe. And for some reason, I got the message. I don't think this is going to resonate with everybody, but it's kind of like you're finally recognizing the light within you. This person may not have recognized your light when you were together before, and you had to go on this separation journey to find the light. Like you had to go find the light within yourself. Like you had to not find it, you had to recognize the light. You had to allow yourself to shine your own light. Okay, now we aren't going to pull advice for this person, but we're going to pull what they may do next, because that might help you. Okay, Chariot, Five of Cups, Judgment. They are coming back. They are coming back. They want to move this relationship from choppy waters to calm waters. And with the Chariot, they're coming in very quickly. They are tired of being in this Five of Cups energy. They are tired of being without you. They are really sad without you, Gemini. They really and truly are. And with the Judgment card, this is second chances. They want to move away from, and once again, I'm going to say, you have the Five of Pentacles on your side and they have the Five of Cups. I think you're both feeling these energies. And I'm not saying that you're sitting in the corner, just totally depressed. I think you have built your life. You're living your life. You're enjoying your life. But at some level, it's kind of like, I really miss them. My life is complete, but this one little part. And so I think that you're both feeling that, but I feel like, you know how you have the waiting energy, right? As your advice, they have the Chariot. I think it is that the Spirit is saying to you, yes, there is a message that needs to be sent. And you may even, because I really kept getting the sense that you both were waiting for the message or wanting to write a message, you may have been feeling like, okay, maybe I need to reach out to them. But I'm getting the clear advice here that the ball is in their court. That's what I just heard. The ball is in their court. And just let them reach out to you. Okay, now we're going to take a look at the overall outcome for this. So we have the Four of Fire. That's the Four of Wands. That is that stable, happy family life, whatever that means for you. It also is the wedding card, okay? And then we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Air with the Lovers on the bottom. Okay, Gemini, this is coming in, and I do feel like it is coming in quickly. And they are going to come in. They want to celebrate with you, but they also want to build a strong foundation. They want this relationship with you to be strong. Whereas before, I feel like there were a lot of doubts on both of your parts. And it could be that there was even some codependency where there was part of your relationship was bringing up the doubts with each other about, well, is this really going to last or something like that? And you or they may have made a comment like that, wanting reassurance that this relationship was going to last. But when they come back, I think the big change in your relationship is that you're going to focus on honesty, being frank and open with each other, and trying to build a strong foundation that does not consider doubt as part of it. It's like we're going to have a new type of relationship where we are going to build on love, compassion, and honesty instead of possibly having some kind of codependent situation where you're kind of keeping each other at arm's length. That's what I got. Kind of like not going all in. Okay? I think when you come back together, it's going to be about we're going in, all in, or not at all. It's that type of energy. Really nice. Now, Gemini, let's go to our romance angel cards and see what we have here. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. But I really feel like for some of you, you could have been married to this person or been about to marry this person. perhaps even have children with this person. It's about bringing, we had the Four of Wands quite a few times, that 2 or 3 times the Four of Wands also talks about family, stability, that type of thing. And I feel like, there is something within this relationship about, even if you weren't married or you didn't have children together, about building a strong foundation that will last through the test of time. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. And I think that that's what you didn't have before with this Eight of Air. It was the eight, yes, Eight of Air. Like, I don't think you had that where you had a really open heart-to-heart conversations. It may have been a little bit more surface. And I think when you come back together, that is going to be the treasure that you discover in each other, about being truly open and sharing like everything, right? And to the point where it's kind of like you really build trust between the two of you. And new love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Now, I think, Gemini, you might have a decision to make. You may have a new love coming in, because we did have this romance card, right? And I believe you had the Two of Wands here with the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands, right? So you may have a decision to make between, this person and someone new on the horizon. This is not for them, this new love. I feel like you have somebody else that has their eye on you and may want to come in, and you may have that decision to make. But I also feel with this card that when you reunite, it is going to be a new love for your connection. Meaning that, you are going to change things to make it a stronger foundation within your connection, like having those heart-to-heart conversations and, being more open with each other, perhaps trying to, truly build trust within the relationship, something that maybe you didn't have before. So, exciting, Gemini. Oh, you may have a decision. Okay, so let's take a look at your creativity oracle card. And it says manifestation. Soon you may manifest the goal you focus spiritual energies upon. And we did have the Magician here. So I do feel like, whatever it is that you want in this connection, I think you can manifest whatever that is. So that's kind of exciting. That's kind of an exciting, thought. And at the same time, when you're manifesting, you have to make sure that you're keeping your thoughts positive, because, that's how you manifest good things into your life. All right, Gemini, we're going to pull a Lover's Oracle card for you. And once again, if you've enjoyed this reading, I really would appreciate it if you would consider sharing, or subscribing. Okay, let's see. It says sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. Isn't that interesting that we get that message with this treasure island, right? That just how precious this relationship is, and not that it's perfect, right? But that it's precious. And because it is so precious, it is about honoring it and treasuring it and realizing just how good it is. Because remember, you have the memories card here. It's about not focusing on the bad. It's about focusing on the good within this relationship. And then, perhaps working on some of those things that are bothersome, right? Or troubling. But there's definitely a lot of love here. And it is about recognizing just how special it is. Well, Gemini, I wish you lots of love and light in this situation and all your situations. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.